Okay, I made it to the pool pretty early for me. Moment, let me turn this thing around. Oh God! Oh my lens gets foggy. Anyway, a lot of people, very cold ride this morning. Um, yeah, so and I'm only here early because I have an appointment. Um, Later, and it's like, okay, if I'm going to swim, I got to go early. Getting my ass out of bed, fucking amazing. The amount of energy that takes. It is like the 12th repetition of a bench press. It's like, and once I get my ass, literally, my feet on the floor is not it. Ass out of bed is that 12th repetition. So anyway, I go for a swim and I check in after. Pow! Have an amazing Friday, And there's after. Uh, look at my goodies, my earbuds. Anyway, oh yeah, music. It's much more difficult with me without my music. Anyway, yeah. So it's 25-meter lap today. 50 meters. Like no, I'll go 25. And so it was amazing, to watch my mind. I have the lane to myself for a while, and then I see there's two people about to get in. It's like get back to your counting, get back to your swimming. What they're doing, where they go, whose lane they get in is none of your fucking business. And I just swam, and yeah, they got in, and it was a harmonious threesome. And yeah, I did 1K and took a pause and started on another K. No, not true. Finished my first K, and these two guys were here, and one was a guy, he's 66, another was a young man. I could see he had knee pain, and so of course I consider myself a relative expert on knee pain. And so anyway, he and I talked for a while about what's going on, what I've done for mine over the years, and really nice young guy. But we talked, and then started talking with the older guy, and he wanted to talk. And he says, I don't speak such good English, but I really want the opportunity to speak English. But most of these English-speaking people over here, they don't want to talk about the things I want to talk about. And so he and I talked about thoughts and the effect of thinking on our lives, and it was great. So I got his phone number. And then they left, and I had the lane to myself for a while and did another kilometer. And it's like, yeah, well, I had that long talk, and maybe I should go. And I got this appointment, and then it's like, and then they changed the lane. They made it for the club. So I had to go over to the next lane, which had a couple people in it. And it's like, yep, I'm going to do 500 more. And so I do 500 more. And ended up being just one person and I in that lane at the end. And I stopped and I got out. I sat on the edge, and she stopped, and we started, and we had a great talk. It was a great talk. Amazing. So anyway, now I'm going to go in the bubble pool, and at some point I'm going to have to hurry to get home and to prepare for my talk. And anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and yeah. 2.5 kilometers, feeling strong, and let's see what the rest of my day is, eh? Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. Pow. Oh, okay, one more quick one. Yeah, I went from pool to bubble pool. We have two round, I don't know how round they are. I guess they're probably about 3 meters diameter. Anyway, they got 4 bubble jets and 2 of those. And so I go in there, and There's another man in there, and he's also got water buds on, and he saw mine, and he asked me, and I said, is it possible for you to speak English? He said, oh, yes, I love speaking English. It's like, and so he went on with a story about how I don't know where he's from, but he's not Swiss. And he had this story about how he worked for this one company, and English was like the business language. So he was very comfortable within that company, and he got an offer to go to another company for a little bit more money, and to take the knowledge that he had accumulated at the first company and integrate it into this new company, make it more effective and more efficient. And everything went well for a while for him. And then the man who hired him left. And his new boss he says, has a prejudice against foreigners. And he also says that his German is really limited, and he has a very hard time understanding and communicating in German. And so he said, how is it for you? I said, well, I've been here 27 years and I haven't learned a language yet. And he said, how did that happen? So when people ask me, how did I get here? It's like, it's not short. They better be ready for a long ride, because my story is relatively long. I've learned to, okay, there's a 2-minute story and a 5-minute story and a 2-hour story. Anyway, so I'm giving him like the 2 or 3 minute story, and but it gets around to, everybody's a teacher. And everything is here for me. Oh, this guy, he fucked me. And I said, oh, how did that feel? I said, does it still hurt? He said, no, I don't mean that. I said, well, then you need to quit saying it. I said, because every time you say it, that's what you create for yourself. And I don't think you like the idea of being fucked. So by your boss, this old German guy you don't like. No, Swiss German. And so anyway, we had a great talk. And so it was just, a day of outward sharing. And what I have learned is that it is for me to stay contained. And there are opportunities for me to overflow in a very practical way with my talk. I got somebody coming soon for a visit. And I do it on the phone and video calls and things. But that's not the goal. And that's just one of the expressions of my overflowing. And often my overflowing is invisible. And it's just me being in my peace, doing my peace work, and my commitment to, he says, oh God, I'm so sorry. I asked you so many questions and you came here to relax. And I said, when I have these kind of talks, they're exactly what I need to hear. And they tell me where I am. I can feel what this is like to tell my story. And so everything I say I need to hear. Also, the way I say it is an indication of where I am. And so I have no intention of changing you or giving you a better life or making you smarter or more aware. But I do share my experience, strength, and hope. And if you want some of it, then it's within you. And you just have to make the choice to do the work to awaken it, because it's there. And you can use your words to be loving and respectful of yourself, or you can use words and thoughts that hurt you. And but it's up to you. It's your choice. And but they're all creative. All of my thoughts are creative. So anyway, I got home just a little bit before time for my meeting, and grateful for an opportunity to share again. And here it is. Pow! Okay, one more. So yeah, kind of pushing myself along through my swimming process, my time at the pool, because I have a 1 o'clock appointment. And I left early enough, I gave myself a really big window. But as you can tell from my earlier shares, I filled that window up. And yeah, so I'm pushing myself to get home. So I have a few minutes when I get home to make a recovery drink. And I thought I was going to change my clothes. It's like, nah, you could just stay in those clothes. And anyway, and so I sent my appointment a message, and I said 1 o'clock question mark, and she sent me back a message 10 after 1, and it's like, you know, it's so nice that I love the way I react because I'm never waiting. I don't wait. You know, I find something to do with this time that I didn't know I was going to have. And for someone to be late or to not come, it's like, okay, so I can do this, I can do that, I can do whatever, and it's so nice. So as a consequence of that, I have an opportunity, as I say, to make my drink. Let's see, I could even hang up my wet stuff because I was going to let that go also. But I can hang up at least some of my wet stuff and gratitude. Gratitude is amazing. And yeah, the feeling, the emotion that can come along with being grateful is nice. But I am grateful for lap 13 and when I'm doing 25 laps, for me to swim a kilometer, that I got to count. I don't have to, but it's 40 laps. And in my mind, 40 is so much bigger than 20, which is what I need to do at the 50-meter pool. But anyway, yeah, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to have these experiences and to experience me, and I believe that gratitude for all things, whether I have the emotion, positive feeling, or not, is not the point. It is that everything is here for me, and thank you. Talking to the guy in the bubble pool, I said, you know, this guy you have at work, I said, my opinion, he's a teacher. And if you keep seeing him that way, then you know the consequences. You're a smart man. And he said, yeah. He said, I see it. And so anyway, gonna go. Talk to you later. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna package this one up and put it on YouTube because I'm probably gonna do more later and I don't want to make a 40-minute posting. So, pow.